Hello Libra! Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. There's a website at the bottom here, llewellyn.com. I believe the current website is usgamesinc.com. But if you look up Cyril Marchetti and Tarot, I think you'll easily find stuff for them. Supportive Oracle Cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Raish Baskin. The back here are some websites, toryhartman.com and watkinspublishing.co.uk or .com. Feel free to search out whatever works for you. What do we have for Libra? Libra. Ooh. Are you going to be shaking it up? What's going on? Shaking it up. The Hanged Man, but it's on its side. You're dealing with something that's kind of like... Is it stuck? I think that's why it's on its side, because it seems like it needs to be on its side. Like, is this stuck? Should we be allowing that? Ooh. Yeah, you're getting rid of something. Oh, you're getting rid of something. You're kind of like, alright, enough of this game. Enough of this game. So, you're dislodging this. Because I feel like it was there, but it's kind of like it's on its way out. I feel like it's on its way out, and it's just kind of, it's just taking up space, whatever this is. It could be a person very easily. This doesn't have to be difficult, but I feel like what will actually help you move it forward is like looking at how long you've been putting up with it. Whatever this is, it just feels like it's a block. It's been blocking, it's constantly getting in your way, you constantly try to work with it, you constantly try to make it work. But I feel like if I look how long I've had to deal with it, and if I look back, like say you've been dealing with this for 3 months, just for argument's sake, times that times 3. If I keep putting up with it, it's going to be at least another 9 months before we start making headway. I feel like if you look at it that way, like it's going to multiply and just keep, because it hasn't been moving, and the longer you put into it, the longer it takes. When you look at it that way, I feel like it changes your perspective, kind of like, alright, I can either kind of clear it out now, or I can just accept that it's going to be the next 9 months at least before things start to look better. And I feel like when you look at it that way, you're going to be like, well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't really want to do that. I don't like that. Maybe we need to do something. Do you have people helping you? You might. I mean, I know it's a general read, but like, I feel like once you look at it that way, I feel like you're kind of like, well, let me see who I have around here to help me deal with this. Because I feel like we need to kind of like this either needs to move forward or move on. You got the Two of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles. I'm not looking to struggle through the next 9 months, just for argument's sake. I'm not looking to struggle for that. I don't want to do that. It's either pass or fail at this point. What do I want? What choices do I need to make to get there? The sooner the better. And this is the hiccup. Yep, okay. Because Libra tends to know a bevy of different people. A whole different type. You know a lot of different versions, a lot of different types of personalities. And in this situation, I feel like for most of you, you have people around you who could help you shake this up and move it on so that you can be happy. And that's what we need to do. So what do we need to do to make that happen? The sooner the better. Because something is on its way out. It is. I get that. Like, this card has been out here from the beginning. It's the World card. Like, this phase is over. I'm done playing with this. I'm done playing with this. I don't want to play with it no more. I'm done. I feel like once you make peace with it, though, it makes a huge change. Kind of like once you've like looked at it, kind of like, I put too much time into it, and I'm not going to do 3 times as much. Going, no, that's not going to work for me. And I feel like you might pull somebody in to help you. You got the Emperor coming in to help you, which might be a contrasting energy for you. It's very interesting because like opposites in the zodiac tend to not get along. But when it comes to Libra and Aries, that's one of those connections where I've noticed when they decide to get along with each other, they're very good for one another if they can stay in their own, like if they kind of mind their P's and Q's with each other, if that makes sense. Like Libra knows not to push it too far with Aries. They don't want to hear a lot of diplomacy. You put in there, you get to the point, short and sweet, and you kind of back off and let them do what they're going to do. Aries, on the other hand, knows that sometimes, Libra has its place and Libra can work out something. It doesn't have to be an argument. Give Libra a chance to work it out, and maybe this doesn't have to be that bad. In fact, maybe Libra can make it better. You know what I mean? Aries is very good, though, at walking in and kind of like, listen, I'm done. We're finishing it. Fix it or get out. They're just kind of like, we're dealing with it. We're dealing with it now. I'm not playing this game. They can balance each other quite well. All right, the reason I'm going into this is like somebody who could be a tad bit brutal, and you probably know of somebody who can be a tad bit brutal, but you can kind of like call on them, kind of like, I need some help with this situation. Would you mind going in there and cleaning that up a little bit? They'll go in there and they'll clean house quick, and they'll fix it quick, and they'll move it on. This is when this works for you. I'm getting this is more of a brutal energy than you're used to. Maybe more of a brutal energy than you usually care for. But this is one of those times where it's like, well, if it's going to happen, might as well work to my benefit. Let me see if this person will help me, and I can get them involved, and we can clear that out and clean that up. I'm getting this works for you. It might make a better bond with somebody who's not a bad person, but maybe you don't always get along with, if that makes sense. Like somebody's like, well, I don't think they're a bad person, but we don't do things the same way. This might create a better bond with that person. It might actually create better diplomacy between you and them. Yeah, it's removing the block. There is stress. I feel like, well, I just feel like, if you have somebody helping you, you should be able to set it up to where, especially if this is a business thing, maybe you're just not going to be in the office that day for whatever reason. And this person's going to step in and they're going to do what they need to do. So, when you come in the next day, it's already done. The stress is going to be there. I just don't feel like you have to be present for it. I don't think you have to be there for it. It will happen. It will be a stressful moment. I just don't feel like you have to be there. I do get the Sagittarius card, which is the Temperance card, but I keep thinking Sagittarius, which it doesn't mean you're involved with the Sagittarius for this situation. But when I think of that energy, when I think of this Temperance card, it's kind of like I got a lot of things to do. I'm going to do a bunch of other things, and I'm just not going to be available to be bothered with it. I got too much going on. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go over there. So you're keeping yourself like outside the situation. Maybe some of you have a vacation coming up, and you're going to be out of the office for a week, if it's a business thing, obviously. So ask this person before you leave, hey, can you watch this? And by the way, I have this problem. Could you help me with that while I'm gone? Sure, my pleasure. It all happens. You're not there for that whole week. It all sorts itself out. It will be a stressful thing, but I feel like you don't have to, you shouldn't have to deal with it for some reason. I keep feeling like it's not something you should have to deal with. So it's like, and the person who is dealing with it doesn't seem to care. They're like, yeah, I'll clean it up. I don't care. Like it doesn't stress them. It just doesn't seem to stress them. Once that block is removed, things stabilize. Things seem to be very anchored and stabilized. Other people might have an issue with how it got cleaned up. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm just stepping back and going, well, it's done now. I feel like that's how I'm going to react to it. I feel like, well, it's done now. But it does stabilize things. I feel like other people, and I don't think you should feel bad about this. I don't know if you will, because I do see the releasing of something here. I wouldn't feel bad about this, but other people are going to be a little bit uncomfortable with how things were cleaned up, because that's not how they're used to things going. I see guilt, self-worth, and I get the Eight of Cups. Like, people are like, well, that block got removed, but it was really uncomfortable and really kind of unnerving for them how it was fixed. It was really unnerving for how it got fixed. But I feel like this can go to your advantage. If I'm going to push my luck, which I kind of feel like I am, maybe this is like incentive for people to do what they're supposed to anyway. Because I feel like the Emperor, whoever this was, can always come back and make another appearance. So maybe this is a good motivation for people to do what they should and work with you the way they should anyway. And if they just work with you the way they should, that's not really a problem that we have to worry about, is it? Seems like the fair way to work that out to me. I don't know. You have to decide for yourself, because I do see the Sun card is how this is going. This is going to work out great. People who are a little uncomfortable, maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe they should be more cooperative. Maybe they should think of it that way. You know what I mean? You know, I just, the Sun card to me is the best outcome in my opinion. And then having the Sun card backed up with the where is it? Ten of Pentacles. I feel like that's really good for you. Not only is this going to be a great outcome, but it's going to stabilize things. And when I say stabilize, it's going to last for quite a while. And if people are uncomfortable, I keep getting like, maybe they should be. But also, I think this is what I'm walking around. If somebody's really uncomfortable and they keep kind of whining about it, if you will, maybe take a closer look at that person and like, I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, if somebody gets in trouble for stealing something and then other people get nervous, and I wasn't thinking of them as like, I was like, why would you be nervous about it? Maybe there's a reason they should be nervous about it. Like, what are they stealing? Have they stole some stuff? Are they like, what are they thinking about stealing? What are they thinking about stealing? Maybe that's something. Maybe they haven't stolen anything, but maybe they were thinking about getting away with something. And now that they see how brutal that, you know, discipline is, maybe they should be nervous. Maybe that's not a bad thing. So I would also say that. Like, if people are nervous and you're like, I don't see why you'd be nervous, let that sit in your brain for a second. Like, maybe look a little closer. What could they be nervous about? Like, are they planning or have they done something? Are we good? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.